So let's use this idea of stretch factors now, and specifically a vertical stretch factor with a leading coefficient looking here. Okay, all the leading coefficients so far have either been plus or minus 1, but what if our leading coefficient isn't plus or minus 1? What's going to happen? Well, what do? Real simple. I'm going to give you two examples in this podcast which are really, really, really cool. Now, the coolest thing is watch this. This is the graph of the third degree. Now it tells you this is a third degree. So that must mean that there actually has to be a multiplicity of 2 and one regular root, or we're just going to have roots like this one, each having a multiplicity of 1. There's your three roots. So think about it. Your three roots are x equals to -1, 0, and 3. So let's put them in as really nice looking factors. And all of them, because they cut in one spot like that, they're all going to have a multiplicity of 1. So this is going to be an x plus 1. Okay, for the 0, it's just going to be plain old x. And for this guy, it's going to be x minus 3. But the problem is if you actually work that out and try to figure out something, you'll notice that this point, which is given, 2 minus 24, won't work. So that means that you have to have some sort of leading coefficient here. Okay, so how do we do a question like that? Actually, quite simple. All we're going to do is say, okay, here's a polynomial, y equals to the leading coefficient. We'll just put it in a C. And then x plus 1, x, and x minus 3. Now, remember the point is 2 minus 24. Well, that's really simple to do now because what you have to do is just put in, okay, y equals to minus 24. There's C, x is going to equal to 2. Okay, 2 plus 1, 2, and 2 minus 3. That's it. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 times 2. And of course, that's going to be minus 1. 3 times 2 is 2. Times minus 1 is minus 6. Don't forget your C value here. This is going to be minus 6C equals to minus 24. Wow, that's just super simple. Now, all you have to do is divide now by minus 6. By minus 6, C works out to be, of course, 4. There's your C value. There's your stretch value. And now I can just put the 4 back in front of this original polynomial, and I get what that graph is. Oh, that's cool. Well, let's see if we can do that again to the next question. Here's question B. It says, in question B, it says the graph represents a polynomial function of lowest possible degree. So in other words, you're not going to go into massive multiplicities. Okay? You're just going to keep it as simple as possible. The intercepts are integers. Okay? Determining the equation. Now notice, it gave you a hint here. It says intercepts. Interesting. So if you've got intercepts, I wonder what this means. Okay, first things first. Let's find the zeros. Okay. Oh, look at, oh, that's one of those bendy things. So guess what? You have multiplicity here of 3. There we go. You've got another intercept way over here, right? So this is at 0 minus 2. You got another intercept at 2, but it only has a multiplicity of 1. So guess what? Think about this. This is going to have a degree of 4. Yeah, no kidding. It's got to be an even degree because both of them are going up. But you also have a 0 here, or I should say an intercept here at minus 8. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Remember, that gives you a point of 0, comma, minus 8. Oh, I see where this is going. Okay, so first things first, let's write out our multiplicity. So this is going to be x equals to 2. Don't forget, flip the sign. So this is x plus 2, multiplicity of 3 because of the shape. And it's the simplest multiplicity because normally we'd say, oh, it's either 3, 5, 7, 9, or so on. But unfortunately here, the question says of the simplest multiplicity right here. Right here, it says the lowest possible. So choose the lowest possible, choose 3. Okay, this one has a multiplicity of 1, but of course, this is going to be x equals to 2, bring it over. This is x minus 2, put a C value in front. That's what your polynomial equals to. Now, your point is, we got to find the C value. Well, that's easy, because think of the point that I'm going to use. Oh, that's easy enough. That's minus 8 equals to C. Okay, your x value is going to be 0. Oh, what kind of C is that? There we go. It's going to be C. Your x value is going to be 0, so put a 0 in here. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 cubed is 8. Put a 0 in here. Oh, look at that. 0 minus 2 is minus 2, so this is going to be minus 2. This is going to be 8 times minus 2 is minus 16. So this is 8 minus 16 times c. Divide both by minus 16. Look at that. Your c value actually equals to 1/2. Oh, interesting. So change this c value to 1/2. Clean this up a little bit. Okay. Boom, boom. Remember our multiplicity was at x plus 2 cubed and x minus 2. And that's how you solve these stretch factor questions with unknown c's.